pull more than a pound of hair atop my head until my locks are a steeple. I flatten silk along my edges to put my babies to sleep.
Yes.
Each nap is a holy, holy relic. Then a white woman stops mid-breath to gawk, taps her friend and points at me, and she calls me that. And I imagine her blood dampening my socks. I imagine the cotton turning burgundy, the thick wetness of it, the stink. I want to show her a stack of calendars that date back to 2001 and make her chew every page, teach her what it means to toil over a precious thing. I want my fists wrist deep in her gaping mouth. I want her to swallow her own teeth instead of the bones of my ancestors. I want each bit of flesh to hit the concrete and spell out a black woman's name. And I want to split and stuff her with a bushel of barrettes, bobos, bees, and ballies. I want them to sprout into poplar trees. I want the roots to take up all the space in her veins. And I want to choke her without a noose. And I want her to call it violence. Because naming shit makes shit real. Because shit is real. Because I've earned it. Because this is not a poem about my hair. When I snap because a white woman looked at me sideways, her blood will not be a consequence of her white gaze. Her blood will be a less than fair trade. For the blood still swirling in the Atlantic. For the blood that turned to steam from the Mississippi heat. For the blood that gushed from bitten tongue. For the blood that charred before it could drip when I kill that bitch. I don't care that they call me angry, cause bitch I am. If I kill that bitch, 5 generations of her family gotta die on their way to her funeral before anyone can say I overreacted, before I can call it reparations. Because when a white woman looks at me and points and calls me that's history pointing at me and saying, all your trauma was not enough, and your daddy's trauma was not enough, that I still got to prove that I am not a thing, because I'm up for discussion even when I'm walking alone, and I don't want white people turning my body into a talking point when they already took my body 1,000,000 times. All I have left is a fear of salt water, an empty space where my last name should be in these hands. So square the fuck